Hello guys! Today we're gonna learn an easy but really efficient trap that you can apply right in the beginning of the game, and the name of the trap is Legal Checkmate. If now you say, come on, who doesn't know this trap for kids? Everybody knows Legal Checkmate and nobody play like this. Then please let me know in your comments. But if you cannot recall what the Legal Checkmate is, you must watch this video to be the guy who is aware of these traps for kids and never get into. Let's go! The legal checkmate could happen in very early beginning when you play really standard opening like e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, some Italian variation. And here black play knight f6, two nice defense. You already know how to act, right? If no, please check this fried liver video. It's really useful. To be short, it's knight g5, you attack f7, they should defend d5, you should take, you should sacrifice, tins, check, and it's really bad attack for black. Just check the video about fried liver. But let's return to our topic, the legal checkmate. So, if black play knight f6, we play fried liver attack. But what if black play just silent move d6? Have you met this? I really meet this often. Although it's not the best move for black, because you block the bishop from the development with this pawn, but plenty of newbie players play like this, d6. You continue the development, of course, knight c3, and here the other obvious move, one of possible moves. Black want to develop one of these pieces, and if black develop this bishop g4, it looks really attractive to pin this knight immediately, right? Bishop g4 is quite often move. Here we have tactics already. Please put the video on pause and give your suggestions. What the tactics do we have here already? So the tactic is knight e5. Unexpected sacrifice of the queen. Black are shocked. I would be shocked. And if it bleeds games, as it often happens, 3 minutes or 5 minutes, right? Black just would capture the queen immediately, because white just sacrificed the queen. What the hell? Bishop d1. And what follows here? You could again take pause and find the checkmate. We take this f7 pawn check. The only square for king is king e7, and black gets the checkmate right in the center of the board. Right on, I don't know, 10th move or what, or so. This is the classical legal checkmate. Now let's flip the board and let's check what black did so wrong to get this checkmate right in the beginning, just trying to develop their pieces. Let's remember how it was. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, d6, normal move, developing move, knight c3, and bishop g4. Was it the fatal mistake? Worst move in the position? And the answer would be no. Because if you reach this point of video, you will be aware that the legal checkmate just doesn't work in this edition. And on knight e5, if black think just a couple of seconds, not just act like c-queen, capture the queen, they would find this knight e5 move. We took the knight and we defend our bishop. White can take it, and we can see that black just a piece up. We have an extra knight and we're gonna win for sure. Now guess what? That's right, flip the board and check how we can play with white without this risk to be piece down. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, d6, knight c3, bishop g4. We now already know that this is the normal move. And here, don't be in a hurry to capture this pawn, to sacrifice everything and to lose your knight, actually. Here, you should remember this silent move h3. We attack this bishop, who pins our knight, and black never wants to trade here, because if they trade, we develop our queen, we pressure to f7, and we are good. Black want to save this pin for sure, and they move bishop to h5 to save this pin. And in this addition, we can sacrifice our knight or queen. We can go to this legal checkmate variation. Why? What's the difference here? Right, because if black take this knight already doesn't defend the bishop, comparing to the previous edition where knight defended the bishop on g4, remember. So we take the bishop, but here you could notice that our bishop is also hanging, right? Knight c4, take the bishop back, but here we have again double check, double kick to king and the knight. And we take this knight back. So let's count the pieces. It's equal, but we have an extra pawn. Strong central extra pawn. And this is in the worst edition when black aware of legal checkmate. But if they don't, after h3, bishop h5, if they still act like c-queen, capture the queen because it bleeds, because I'm in a hurry, we do this legal checkmate again. Tins, 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 checkmate. In the best case, we get this checkmate. In the worst case, we get centralized extra pawn. Not bad, right? Now guess what? Flip the board. And let's check what black could do. Should they lose for sure? Should they lose one central pawn at least? Or at most get the legal checkmate in this variation? And the answer will be no. Just you should know how to develop correctly in this variation. So let's repeat: e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, d6, okay, newbie normal move, knight c3, bishop g4. Is it a mistake? The answer is no. You even can consider this move as a counter trap for white, because if white do not remember how to correctly perform this legal checkmate, you can trap them, right? On knight e5, you just trap them, knight e5, defend this piece, and you are piece up. This is the white testing. How do they know this opening? And if they play correctly h3, the mistake was here, yes. Bishop h5 is the mistake. You never go here, you should trade it. If you moved bishop g4, be ready to trade it for the knight immediately. And actually you shouldn't be afraid of queen development and pressure to this f7 point, because you just block it with the knight. Knight f6, you defend this pawn, and after that, any move, any white developing move, you just continue development with bishop e7, castling, and you actually resolved your development problem. You didn't get this checkmate, and you continue equalizing the position. So we covered this easy but efficient legal checkmate trap for white and even counter trap for black. And now you could say you're aware of this trap for kids and you're never gonna get into.